Good day to you, and thank you for tuning in to John GN TV. We love you, and thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We are preparing another very interesting episode. We are speaking about culture on dowry, Africa versus Nepal or Asia. We are having two guests in our studios. We have Mr. Abhishek from Nepal. You can't wait to hear from him. We have another guest from Uganda, Kampala, Mr. Waswa. You can't wait to hear from them. What do you do? Where you come from? Thank you. Keep on subscribing. Thank you. Keep on. Arizona, we take.
For example, me and the woman I'm going to marry, we even don't know what's going on. It's between family. They see it. They make mutual agreements. They say, according to our values, we need the ABCD. Even them, they could suggest, yeah, it's true. Your family is very valuable. You have trained your daughter very nicely, but we can afford this. According to my tribe. So you agree. Then after they make arrangements, after the mutual agreement.
Demand. People demand. As if my example is, I can give you some examples. If you are a doctor and you live in that part of Nepal or that part of India, then what they can do is, as your family, that you can't demand. But the goal, you can demand whatever you want. But the thing is, it also has to be fulfilled.
It has to be fulfilled.
It has to be fulfilled. All right, it has to be fulfilled.
And failure too.
I just lived everywhere pretty much, but lived here a long time, and I enjoy living here.
Amazing. Nice to hear that you have some stories about Africa, that is Johannesburg, but most of your life you have been here in Dubai. And I have seen you, Alison, coming from school when you were coming to practice around here at Jumeirah Golf Estate. I would like you to advise the young girls and the young boys who are in school and they are trying to pursue the game of golf or any other sports. How did you manage to balance the school or your studies and the game of golf?
Obviously, you have to, when you're deciding whether or not how you want your future to go. When I was very young, I knew when I always wanted to be a professional, and I always loved sport. But when you start to get involved and you have school, you have to make a lot of sacrifices at such an early age, or make sacrifices because you have to determine if you want to achieve it or what you want to do. So for me, and also with that, you have to divide your time. So you have to say,
assistant golf professional, so working in the pro shop at a golf club in Scotland, and you'd be in the pro shop like a golf reservations role in the pro shop, so selling Mars bars and re-gripping golf clubs and restudding shoes and learning from my boss how to give lessons and that kind of thing. And at that point in my life, I'd never really thought that I would ever live anywhere else than Scotland, to be honest. It had never even really crossed my mind. I enjoyed living in Scotland. I grew up there. My mum and dad were there. And then when I met Lee, she said to me that she was studying architecture and she had an opportunity when she finished to go to Dubai. And I was in love, so I just sort of said, yeah, Dubai sounds great. It's a great weather, great place for golf. And we came in November 2005. We came out here on holiday for 2 weeks or 10 days for a reconnaissance mission, doing a little bit of investigating, and we both had a wonderful 10 days. I came to the golf clubs here and I met a lot of the pros and directors of golf, and it just seemed like the type of place we would both enjoy coming. So in March 2006, we left our mums and dads and flew out here as boyfriend and girlfriend. And we've had a great journey ever since.
Wow, amazing. Nice to hear that Lee has that great impact. And maybe if it were not of Lee, you wouldn't be here, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think so, absolutely.
So I'm sure that she have contributed to so much immense to your success as well. What would you tell her if she would be watching this video in a coming few days, maybe?
Oh, you didn't say you were going to ask me this. So I would say that, I'd say, thank you, Lee. It's been an amazing 18 years or whatever it's been together. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've loved the fact that we moved out here to Dubai as a couple of, not kids, but really young adults.
Yeah.
And, you know, we got engaged, we got married, we then had children. So we've had a wonderful journey together, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. I feel as though I'm giving my blooming 50th anniversary wedding speech here, John.
This is great, Steve. So, and that's so beautiful to see how a family can come from one point to another point. So maybe for the sake of the young people who are there, Steve, and you just told us that you came from a certain point, like a pro shop attendant or something, and today you are a golf director. What would you tell these young people who believe that it's magical, they want to see success instantly?
Okay, well, I think that, I suppose success is measured in many different ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that success is about being happy and motivated and feeling as though you've got challenges and you're improving yourself and all of these things. So I suppose success is a sort of journey.
Yeah, it's a journey.
And for me, if you're talking about coming from when I was younger, back in, like, when I was at school, you know, you'd finish school, you'd go home from school and you'd go to the supermarket and you'd push trolleys and work in the checkout counter, and then when I finished school you'd do some of that as well. So yeah, it's been a long time since then doing that, but it's not felt like a long time, John.
True.
You know, it's passed in the blink of an eye.
Yeah.
And I suppose maybe you don't need to have these long-term big goals all the time. Maybe we can just, you know, have some goals, have some targets, but maybe we just really focus on them, work hard, get that done, move on to the next thing, you know, and just keep going like that and enjoy the process. I think if we're too caught up in targets all the time, sometimes we don't ever stop and smell the roses.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we need to sort of enjoy the process.
Exactly.
And that's what makes time go by so quickly.
Amazing. Nice to hear that. So maybe on to the next point, maybe we'd like to discuss about golf industry and how COVID-19 has impacted the industry. And not only maybe during the lockdown, maybe afterwards, because I have seen in the past few years I've been here, this year seems business has been good. How was it? How is it to you?
Well, it's been a crazy year for everybody, obviously. In the golf industry, we have been particularly fortunate. The hospitality industry has struggled. Golf is part of hospitality, but golf has been less affected.
True.
Obviously, it's a game that doesn't require any real contact.
True.
It's very social.
Wow, you got
I
it.
didn't have this secret.
It's easy, no?
Better grip on the left and it's alright.
Are you recording this?
Yes.
Okay.
Newman.
Wow.
and
Handicap 0 now.
now I'm going to start the game, and of course I'm going to roll my handicap to 15 before the end of the year.
Yes, I want.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Good. Maybe
I'm better coach than I'm speaking.
amazing. Are we good? Wow, welcome back. Guys, that was Aaron Rai, and we from Georgian TV, we are praising our bet on him, especially on the tournament where we have get into, golf in Dubai on fire course. The fire course has been designed by Greg Norman. Both fire and earth. They are quite challenging championship courses, and definitely we have hopes with AJOURNEY. He's a great guy, and we are wishing him all the very best. Cheers. Good day to you and welcome back to John GN TV. Just amazing day, amazing afternoon here in Dubai. And today I just decided to encourage some people, young people, and even the businessmen, the entrepreneurs, all those who started something and it came down because of the pandemic or because of the coronavirus or COVID-19, whatever way you call it. I'm just here to give hope, because that is our call, to encourage, to inspire, and also to educate. So today, as we are just walking, I decided to come over here, a place I was some few months ago, not a long time ago, maybe 3, 4, or even 5 months ago, when it was on the height of pandemic. As you can see behind, you can see a water fountain, you can hear some noises of the metro. You can see some people walking behind me, jogging and stretching and so on. This to show that there is life back. So if you are here in Dubai, assuming you are in Dubai and you are listening this content from here or from wherever you are, this message is for you. We are here to say that coronavirus is coming to an end, and therefore whatever you had started, you can still accomplish. You just need to go back to the drawing board, redesign again, and also write down what exactly you wanted to do and pursue. If you are looking for a job, this is the highest time, because I have seen on the social media, I have seen on different websites, companies re-employing new staff because the current or the previous staff were laid off. If you are laid off, this is your opportunity to go back to the same company that you worked or a different company and forward your CV, and for sure you will be taken back. You all need to have faith and you all need to have hope in this life. So we don't give up. Let's forget about what has happened from the previous months. Let's focus on what we want to achieve before the end of this year. We are hopeful that you can still achieve what exactly you wanted to achieve. What do you need to do? You simply need to take a step of faith, take action, rewrite your CV, go back. If it was a business that you had, you need to restart and keep pushing on. It is step by step. You don't start from the highest capital. You just need to start with a small capital and then keep on accelerating as time moves on. This pandemic is coming to an end. Keep hope and trust in God at all time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're ready.
Good. So position here. Position your chest, your grip.